Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a Sean Dyche rebuild for Everton. Sean Dyche has been appointed as Everton manager. He's already played his first game at the moment of recording. He played against league leaders Arsenal and he already won his first game. But I still want to do a rebuild about him. So in proper Brexit fashion, we're going to be playing a 4-4-2. And this is the team. This is how the team looks at the beginning. We're going to quickly recall Moise Kean from loan because he's one of the best talents in FIFA, and we're going to keep him here. And we're just going to clean out the club, to be honest. We're going to be selling a lot of players. And as you can see, we're going to be giving this youth prospect a loan to a different team, to SV Waldhof, just so he can grow a little bit, because we already have two strikers and he's a center forward. And we already got our first transfer in, which I think is one of the best players in the world at the moment. And the first player to join Sean Dyche's squad is Kolo Muani, World Cup finalist, almost scored against Martinez, and Martinez made that save. We bought him for 40 million from Frankfurt. And I mean, he wears number 11 in the cutscene, but he's wearing number 9. He's a new number 9. But as you can see, Townsend and Doucouré are being sold. And our next player out is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Maybe a bit controversial, but I think Kolo Muani and Moise Kean are just better players. And we're going to keep selling players like Alex Iwobi and Mr. Gray. But we immediately buy a new player instead of Gray. We buy from the Premier League Olise. I don't know how to say his name. Olise? Olise? I don't know. Well, we bought him for about 22 million from Crystal Palace. We then buy a big centre back to strengthen the defense. Sven Botman is joining Everton and Sean Dyche. And I mean, we're just buying a couple of young talents from the Prem. 40 million paid for. And our last sold player of this transfer window is Ben Godfrey, going to West Ham for 9.7 mil. And halfway through the season, we're doing decent. We're doing better than Everton in real life, so that's great. We're 13th in the league. Hopefully we can stay here and become a bit better. But halfway through the season, we're going to keep selling players. We're going to clean out Everton. Neil Maupay is I don't know how many he's gone, but he's gone. Mason Holgate is loaned to Stuttgart. And not last but not least, Chuba Akpom. He's a free agent coming to us next season. I just wanted to strengthen the bench. 73 rated. And at the end of the season, we finished 9th, but isn't like it definitely isn't bad. It's pretty decent, to be honest. Leeds, Bournemouth, and I think it was Brentford going down. But great placement, to be honest. I mean, Everton in real life is 18th, I believe, so that's great. Newcastle win the FA Cup, so we haven't won anything yet, which is depressing, but we moved. And the Carabao Cup was won by Manchester City. Great. And just before the second season starts, we're buying one more player. And it's a great one. Jerome Boateng joins us for 2.7 mil just to be on the bench. So this is how the team looks at the beginning of season 2. Got a lot of players that came back from loan. So we got a lot of players to sell. And the first one to go is Andre Gomez. And like I said, we're just earning money this way. Holgate is also sold to Monaco. And one of the last players sold is Dele Alli. And there's one more, but he's loaned. Jared Braithwaite goes to Sassuolo for 2 years. And we immediately, with the money that we got from them, buy a new star player. One of the most Brexit footballers the world has ever seen. I mean, that's a bit much, but you know who I mean. It's Rodrigo de Paul, the Messi bodyguard, joins us. And Kunku leaves us, which, I mean, went by really quickly. But we're going to keep buying players because we keep having money to spend. And our second player we buy this transfer window is Kyle Walker from Man City. Easy transfer for a great right back because Coleman was just not cutting it anymore. He's still going to be captain if we play a final this season, but Walker is our main player. But the clean-out continues as Gbamin is also sold to another team. Tarkowski is somehow sold by 21 million. I did a really good job here to get 21 mil for him. Keane is also sold 10.9 mil. And our third player bought is Akanji for 30 million from Man City to join Botman in the defense. But halfway through the season, we're doing really good. 7th place in the league and only like 5 points behind West Ham, who is in 5th. So I'm not going to do any transfers this transfer window. So we're just going to quickly take a look at the team and then we're going to go to the end of the season. The team is really growing and I like how it looks. And at the end of the season, we finished 6th place, which I'll be honest is really good. We're playing Europa League next season. And maybe we can win it, maybe. City wins the FA Cup. We lost in the semi-finals to City. Carabao Cup is won by Liverpool, so we haven't won anything yet. But this is how the team looks at the moment, at the start of Season 3. We need to buy, a second goalkeeper, but the team's looking really good. So we're only going to buy substitutes for now. A few free agents just joining the club. And, well, McNeil leaving the club, which, I didn't really want, but 50 mil from Real Madrid is just great. It's just a great saldo to get for him. And I personally think we buy a lot better players in this season. So, first of all, we buy Dumfries. Denzel Dumfries, Kyle Walker. Somehow Kyle Walker went from an 85 rated to an 82, so I decided to just get Dumfries in. Great Brexit footballer for Sean Dyche from Inter Milan for 30 million. And then we also get our McNeil replacement. Pedro Gonçalves was still playing for Sporting, so I thought, you know what? If no one else is going to bring him to a bigger league, we are going to bring him to a bigger league. And he's joining Everton for about, sadly, 80 million. I accidentally pressed the yes, I want to pay release clause button, but it doesn't matter because we keep selling players. Ellis Sims is also being sold. Not that much, but Walker is also being sold for 50 mil, so it doesn't really matter. And we finally get our second goalie. Emilio Bernat is joining us from the free agents list. And another free agent signing, Anderson Talisca for the bench. He's 82 rated still, so great substitute. But we keep selling players and we're just a selling club, really. Like, we get so much money from a couple of players. The only player that really matters is Mikolenko, which he was a starter. But we can deal with that. We can deal with one starter leaving. So we got another starter just to replace him. And another Dutchman in the defense. Malaysia is joining us from Man United for £39 million. And we sell another player. Warrington goes to Al Nassr to play with Ronaldo. And halfway through the season, we're 4th. Which is great. Top 4 would mean Champions League. So I really hope we can stay here and pull it off. I really hope so. And the Europa League, just a bit spoiler, we're going to get out. We went through the group easily, but we're facing Paris Saint-Germain, so we're not going to go through. And sadly, we lost the top 4. We became 5th. We finished above Liverpool, so that's great for Everton. But 2 points off top 4 is really disappointing. And, well, we haven't won the Europa League. FA Cup was won by Fulham. Carabao Cup was won by Tottenham. So they get the trophy finally. And the Europa League, well, of course PSG won. I don't even know why they're in the Europa League. But we need to strengthen our squad. And we need to have more world-class players. We have great players, but not world-class. So our first world-class signing from Manchester City, Ruben Dias, is joining Everton. And I'm trying to make this Champions League happen. I want to get top 4 at least this season. So we bought a 91 rated centre-back for £117 million. We also got Aubameyang on a free, which is great. But we also sell Akanji to make room for Ruben Dias. We get 30 million for him though. We also sell Talisca for 27 million. So we're just cashing into a lot of players at the moment. We buy a couple of more free agents. I'm not going to show them all because most of them won't even be in the video. And we also sell another starter, Olise, for 67 mil to Newcastle. And like I said, I wanted to buy more world-class players. Everton? Pickford wanted to leave. I don't know why, but he wanted to go. So we immediately signed Courtois for a really good price. 91 rated he is at the moment. I mean, he's 33 years old, but 91 rated only for 29 mil is great. And we also get our replacement for Olise. Diaby is joining us. He still played for Leverkusen. He didn't make any transfers, but now he did. Going to Everton. And I mean, like I said, world-class players. We need more of them. So we got more of them. 112 million pounds. We're spending big to get top 4. And like I said, he wanted to go. So 31 million. Pickford is gone. But somehow, through the season, halfway through the season, we're 8th. I don't know how. I don't know how do you finish 8th out of? We're not even finished. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I mean, Europa League. We made out of the group E with ease. So yeah. But at the end of the season, we're first. I don't know how. We pulled it back really well. And if we win this match, we win the league. And it's the first trophy that we could get. So I'm going to be playing this match. So this is the most important match for Sean Dyche at Everton so far. This could win us the league against Leicester City of all teams. So, I mean, they have won a Premier League where no one expected them to win. I mean, we were 8th halfway through the season, so no one expected us to win the Premier League. So it would be amazing to win it here. Can Rodrigo de Paul as captain, because he's the most Brexit player in the team. Can we win a Premier League? Botman gets the ball at his own goal to Onana, the only player that's still in the squad from the first team that we got. Rodrigo de Paul, through ball to Pedro Gonçalves. Pedro Gonçalves is through, and of course, just a nice, lovely finesse goal in the corner. Number 21. It's 1-0 for Everton. We're gonna win the league. Moise Kean with a shot blocked. Diaby to Rodrigo de Paul. Can he do something? Rodrigo de Paul, El Capitano, scores an amazing goal to make it 2-0 to Everton. Great finish from our captain. And, I mean, Dyche would be really happy with this. Why is Diaby going through the walls? Kolo Muani tries his luck. Great save by the keeper. About 2 corners later, Diaby, Kolo Muani. Oh my God, what a finish from our French striker. Kolo Muani scores a bicycle kick to make it 3-0 before halftime. And I mean, it's almost certain that we're winning the league now. It's almost certain. Kolo Muani, what a flipping goal. I thought just try it and bang. Bottom corner, but over the keeper. What a goal. This has to be one of the best goals I've scored in FIFA this year. I mean, keeper could have done better, but doesn't matter. Bad clearance from a corner leads to Gabriel Veron getting a chance. Gonzalo Ramos plays it, and really bad from Dumfries. Dumfries just keeps their striker on side, and it's 3-1 just before halftime. Patrick Schick, I don't know what you're doing in the Prem, but why? But after a really boring second half with only 1 shot on goal, we win the league. Sean Dyche is a Premier League winner with Everton. It's a 3-1 win, 3-1 victory. And I thought for a moment we weren't going to see the celebrations, but we did. We did see the celebrations. We got to see the celebration. That's the most important part, to be honest. Because we could have skipped this match and probably won the league, but I just wanted to see this. I just wanted to see Everton and Rodrigo de Paul win the Premier League. I wanted Rodrigo to lift the trophy for the Merseyside club, and it has been a great road so far. Let's see if we can do well in the Champions League next season. I'll be honest, I forgot to make a recording of the team at the beginning of the season, but any other way, we signed Toni Kroos as a substitute, really, but he's still really good, 85 rated. And we also signed a new left back. I mean, left back and right back have been the positions that I buy the most players from this video, but Theo Hernandez is joining the Premier League champions from, once again, Manchester United. We brought Malacia back to his old club and paid them £64 million because Hernandez is just a bit better. He has a 90 overall rating and I want to win the Champions League. We also get a few more free agents, but we don't really care about that. But we also sell our last player from the original starting 11 to Man United for £100 million. Onana, I mean, he isn't worth £100 million in my opinion, but still. And then I finally decided, oh shit, I need to put the team into this. So this is the team at the moment. We're gonna buy a few more players, don't you worry. We also sell our youth academy player, Jordan Shields. He didn't make it into the first team at any point and was just loaned out the whole time. So yeah, we sold. And as you can see, we bought a player who's been linked with Liverpool of all clubs a lot. Bellingham, I mean, in this cutscene he wears number 8, but he's wearing number 22 for us. One of the best signings so far and one of the best players in the world. It wasn't even that weird of a price. 156 million is a lot of money, but I'm willing to spend it if this means we win the Champions League. And halfway through the season, it looks really well. We're first again. I mean, we haven't been first at halfway through the season, but at the moment we're first, which is great. And Champions League wise, we're through to the next round. We win the group with ease, with only one loss being to Atletico Madrid. And without showing you anything, we're winning the league again. This match, I just simmed it because I knew we were going to win the league, and we already got that cutscene. We don't care about the Premier League winning anymore. I mean, it's still really good. Don't get me wrong. It's still amazing. But we are in a final that's a bit more important. Just a tiny bit. We're in the Champions League final and it's against Liverpool. It's a Merseyside derby in the Champions League final. You can't write this. You really can't. The Community Shield we lost, which, I mean, is sad. I mean, we won the Premier League, so who cares, really? The FA Cup was won by Liverpool, so they also get the trophy, but a bit less important one. And the Carabao Cup was won by Crystal Palace. We don't really care about the Super Cup. We care about Champions League final that we're going to be playing in a couple of moments. We beat City, we beat Atletico Madrid, and we also beat Young Boys to get here. So we had kind of a struggle to get here, but we got here at the end. And Sean Dyche is really excited. You can see all the excitement coming from his face. So we begin. I don't really know what to say here, I'll be honest. Because it's really it's a big coincidence that both Merseyside clubs are in this final. I mean, in most of my saves in FIFA, Liverpool don't really make it to the Champions League final anymore. So this is just really exciting for me. Merseyside derby, this could be one of the biggest Champions League matches, Champions League finals ever. Liverpool against Everton, Sean Dyche against Jurgen Klopp. Who will win? Liverpool got a really strong side though. A lot of talents that, I mean, are amazing. So I'm kind of scared. But I do trust the boys. Moise Kean, Kolumani, Gonçalves, Diaby at the attack, De Paul, Bellingham at the midfield, Hernandez, Botman, Diaz, Dumfries, and of course Courtois in the defense. This is going to be one heck of a game. And we get a really good start with Dumfries on the wing. And he plays a long ball. It's the most Sean Dyche way to play the game. And a great pass to Moise Kean, who just finishes it beautifully. In the first 8 minutes, we already got our first goal. And we take the lead against Liverpool. Moise Kean, that's a beautiful goal, really. First touch, great pass from Dumfries to Diaby. Diaby just lays it, and Moise Kean with his left foot, just nice little finesse. He just places it really well, and it was straight top bins. And almost immediately afterwards, we get another chance. Gonçalves to Hernandez, Hernandez to Kolumani, who just heads it really wide. And I know that's my fault, but it should have been a goal, really. It should have really been a goal. Moise Kean gets the ball again. Great pass to Kolumani. And again, I hate headers this game, man. I hate headers in this game. It just doesn't work for me. And just as the second half begins, we get a great Brexit tackle from Dyche, and I thought it was going to be a red card, but we got off with a yellow, so I don't really mind it. And not that long afterwards, Liverpool get a chance. Doak, great save by Courtois, but the rebound goes in and it's 1-1. We shouldn't have given it away that easily, lads. But it doesn't really matter because we got our star boy, Diaby. I mean, he isn't really our star boy. Keane is more likely to be our star boy. But this is a great run from Diaby, and he just puts it in the corner immediately after Liverpool's goal. We score our second. He hits the gritty, and it's 2-1 in the Champions League final. We immediately get back at Liverpool for scoring that slutty goal, which no one loves. And we score an amazing solo goal with Diaby. Moise Keane on the ball, plays to Diaby, he gets his second chance. And it hits the crossbar, which could have been it. And immediately afterwards we make a substitution. We sub out Bellingham for Kroos just because I want Kroos to have one more match played, Champions League final played, I guess. I want him to be on the field when we win, because I do think we're gonna win. And almost as soon as he gets into the field, great pass from Kroos to Keane. Keane to Diaby, and Diaby even better finish than his first one. 3-1 to Everton. And Liverpool are in shambles. Great goal from Diaby. He has been my man of the match so far, easily. Moise Keane also doing really well. But this is just a great goal. Toni Kroos on the ball, great bit of footwork, and he just gets wiped out. That needs to be a red card, referee, but like, it's FIFA, so it's probably not going to give it, but at least a yellow, come on. And it is. Kimpembe gets a yellow card. Should have been a red, to be honest, because that was just a horrible tackle. Last minutes of the game, we get one more chance. Pedro Gonçalves, he scored to win us the Premier League. And it was a great save by Alisson, to be fair, so we're not really all too mad about it. But it doesn't matter anymore, I think. But we win Everton's first Champions League victory. And Sean Dyche was the manager to do it. It has been a great journey. And I'll be honest, I really love doing this. So I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna be doing a Leeds rebuild next because they just sacked Jesse March. At the moment of recording, they just sacked him, so I'm gonna start a Leeds one next. But now it's all about Everton, and they win their first Champions League, their second European trophy ever. So yeah, let's just enjoy this and look at the trophy that's gonna be lifted by our Brexit player Rodrigo de Paul. Sean Dyche is a Champions League winner. Everton are Champions League winners. And we can just say that we've done our job. And we did it well. Thank you very much, Everton. And just before the video ends, I just wanted to show this team. Look at this team. This is the team that did it. I want to thank you all for watching. Leave a like. Subscribe if you like this type of video. And I'll hopefully see you around. Goodbye.